All set.
Thank you. I don't see anybody online. Welcome to the Lunenburg Cemetery Commission of Wednesday, July 30th, 2025. It's now 6 p.m. In accordance with the open meeting law, please be advised that this meeting is being recorded and broadcast live over the Lunenburg Public Access Channel on Facebook Live on the Public Access Facebook page. There's also a Zoom meeting link on the agenda if you'd like to join by Zoom and with an ID. So I'd like to call the meeting to order and stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, I hope everybody's making it through this heat wave and it's gonna cool down soon, so that's a good thing. Let's review and approve the minutes. We can start with the June 26, 2025 minutes. Has everybody had a chance to review the minutes?
I have.
Okay. Any comments, or can I ask for a motion?
Have you read them yet?
Yes.
Okay. I make a motion that we approve the
Sec-
June 26 minutes.
I second the motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
And now the minutes from July 3rd, 2025. Has everybody had a chance to review the minutes of July 3rd, 2025?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
I make a motion we approve the July 3rd minutes.
I second the motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. The meeting minutes have been approved. The SIM software training and GIS capability, I did just hear back from Brian Finley, and with the username, password, they have received payments, so we're all set for this calendar year. And he can schedule training through a scheduling portal, so I'll take a look at that and let you know what his calendar looks like, and we can coordinate a time.
Okay.
And then we can ask him about the details of this GIS mapping, which hopefully will complement the backlot
Good.
preparation.
Good.
So where would the training be at? Would it be at the town hall? Is there a
I think a
dedicated?
Zoom. I
It's
think
a
a
Zoom.
Zoom. We could do it here, or we'd have to just call a meeting, a
Okay.
special meeting to do
Right.
training.
But where would, what, is it gonna be done on a specific laptop, or is it just any laptop?
I think any laptop, because it'll just be a training session.
Okay.
Right. But if we do it here, we probably can
Yeah, and then we can plug into
plug
the
it into the
TV.
TV and do it that way.
Okay.
Yeah. That sounds good.
And then after the training, my question is, would you have a password that you would use on your personal computer, or would it be a dedicated computer at the town hall? Or
Well,
does that matter?
it's like a cloud-based thing, like you're
Okay.
logging into your bank or anything else.
So it would be on
So
the
they've got the
laptop?
security portal
Okay.
there. So
But is it one password for all of us? or-
Yeah, we'll have to ask.
Yeah.
It may just be a one user license or something, so
probably
we'll see
that.
how he views that.
Yeah.
Okay. Good.
Okay, so that's good. Any other questions on the SIM software right now?
No?
No?
I'll get more information out to you on it. I've just been putting together from Nancy's emails and some correspondence, so it has just some links to some stuff they've done.
Good.
Podcasts, that's it. I was looking for the word. They have some podcasts, so you can just look at that.
Okay.
Okay, so on to North Cemetery backlot expansion. Should we wait for Bill for that?
Yeah,
He should.
I'm hoping that he's in, oh, was he here?
Yeah, he
Yeah.
was here and he got a emergency call over
Maybe you
to
weren't in.
I must have been in the best
Raymond
friend.
Acres, to one of his guys was over there,
Mhm.
so.
Okay. Yeah,
Right back.
he was going to check with the engineering people to see, set up a time for us to go there and figure it all out. Do you wanna just skip to the
Grants?
grants until he gets back, or do you wanna hold off?
Sure, cause we can talk about the hedge, trunk removal then too.
Yep,
Grants, okay, let's get on to grants.
I talked to Melissa, and she's not gonna be able to help us because she's doing 4 grants of her own for the Boys and Girls Club. But I did also talk to the town manager, Jennifer. If we can figure out what grants are available, then we can let her know, and she will have someone make an application for the grant. But we cannot have that person go and check it. We have to do the finding of the grants available.
Okay,
So I do have some from the past that I can look into. Otherwise, I'll start calling some people and see if the state's got any grants available, or the Veterans Administration, or, what's available out there,
okay.
okay?
Would these grants be specific to the cemetery, or cemetery specific, or towns?
Probably the cemeteries, and I
Okay.
don't think it's specific to any town. It might be for landscaping, it might be for,
Mm-hmm.
beautification.
Yep.
I don't know.
I did.
And
But that's what we're gonna have to look into, doing it that way.
okay, great. I sent a note off to Rep. Mike Kuchmarek,
Okay,
and I'm waiting for a response just to see what the process is
for the state grant,
for the state
State
earmarks to
earmarks.
put in for state earmarks.
right,
And I know previous correspondence, they had said it starts up in February, but this gives us a couple of months to prep.
and I'm not sure if we can do it, or if we have to go through the town manager, cause she also advised me that they have a earmark through the state also for different things.
Right, so what I've seen in the past is the town manager will ask the different departments and commissions, what earmarks would you like? And she compiles a list, and then they narrow it down to a few they think they might have a chance at,
Mm-hmm.
and then that's what they submit.
So maybe we wanna do it both ways, just so we have an extra input, because if the earmarks are anything like what's the other, money that's for that we do every year, that everyone puts into capital
The
planning.
capital plan,
If the earmarks are anything like capital planning, the schools will be first, and we won't be down there.
right,
So maybe we wanna put ours in with this town and separate. I don't know if we can do that, but
yeah, we
Maybe
can
one-
work with Jennifer, because, did you say town departments she asked, but does she ask the boards and commissions too?
I believe it's boards and commissions.
Okay, so it's everybody, okay, and then we can see, we'll just follow the process.
yeah,
And I'll reach out to John Cronin's office, Senator Cronin, and Rep.
Good.
Margaret Scarsdale too.
good. I mean, I think that's the only way we're gonna be able to, if we do it separately, you know, maybe we have a better chance than if we do it just one way. Because as we know from the past, we're not up there at all, you know,
Right.
we're usually number 20 or whatever.
Okay, well, we have projects to get done, so
Right.
we can push that on. Okay, so we had skipped ahead to grants. We had covered the SIM software, and we're working with them on just setting up a little training that they do by Zoom. And so that would bring us back to North Cemetery.
Could I ask a question on
Okay.
the SIMS software? What is GIS capabilities?
Yeah, they have 3 hours, they say, of working GIS mapping, which, I mean, if we look at the cemetery maps they create, they overlay by plot. And so I want to get into the detail of exactly what they do, but will they work with survey markers and satellite data, and then say, okay, now I'll overlay an exact plot layout on your, once you establish boundaries and all. Now we can go in and do an exact GIS overlay of the plots, which
Which
we
would help
can
us
see
through-
that when we look at it, but
Mhm.
of the existing cemetery, and even the back lot, someone did. So I just wonder when that happened and how accurate it is, and maybe it's very accurate.
So you're saying-
Because the plot information is keyed right to the GIS.
Mhm. That we have at the
overlay.
town of Lunenburg, so are you saying that
Yeah.
GIS is separate or part of the SIM software? Cause I know that, GIS.
Well, it's in there as the data, it's a graphical thing, once they
Mhm.
create it, here's your cemetery boundaries and your,
But it'll help us
Right.
with the expansion of North Cemetery, Bill? Or Mike?
yeah, I believe so, yes.
That way when Dillis and Roy get over there,
So,
we
you mean
can
like
figure out
this?
how many they're gonna be.
Is this the right one? I have my glasses upside down.
So, right, and a lot of it,
That's not it.
and so they provide the access link through the
Okay.
town website, that's
Yep.
part of the license, so if we,
That's page 3. I brought my work
I
with me.
thought it
guys.
was right here, let's see here.
I have
Here we
this-
go.
I have the
Right.
South Cemetery, but I don't think I brought the North with me. Because this is what you're talking about, right?
Okay.
Yeah, so you zoom in, and, okay, so here's all the mapping data, right?
Yep.
So
Which part of the,
here's the,
as the extension?
here's the, so once you zoom in, so you can see the color code too, means it's an empty lot.
Oh.
But if I come down here and I hit that, it tells me who's there.
Okay. But if you go back to the
And it's
extension,
different colors, so if I go to cyan, it's sold but not a burial.
Occupied, yeah.
And if I
And-
go to
and red
blue,
is unavailable for sale.
yeah.
which
So-
is, what's unavailable?
Red.
So
Well, that's
so
the new
it's
extension.
restricted,
Right.
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 So somebody did that too, somebody did this GIS overlay, but of course you can see.
So that's done
the
already.
road cuts the corner of it.
Yes,
And
so
so,
I was gonna say, to
Yeah.
me, it looks like they took a satellite photo and just laid that over the top.
right,
Mhm.
Because some of the lots are in the roadways.
Right.
It's close, but it's in
Right.
roadways, so they just did it from a satellite, they didn't go out there and do a field survey,
right.
right?
So
So
that's
that's-
how does the final handshake take place, so that
Yeah,
then, Dillis and Roy says, well, here's the real road layout.
Mhm.
Right,
And then they drop this back in and say, well, here's your real plot plan layout. And then once they do that, everything, I'm saying, should be numbered too,
mhm,
so that you're ready to go,
right.
so.
So with Dillis and Roy doesn't have to measure everything, the GIS
No,
plot it?
I don't know, we gotta find out the details.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure you're gonna have to have them do all the engineering and survey and put the bounds in, and then they can go in with the GIS overlay and
I get it.
Right,
map out the.
Okay,
exactly, right. Dillis and Roy will do the survey, and once we come up with our final plan, we can send it off to the rainmaker here and say, all right, this is our area. You know, put in the plots.
when they do the survey, they do the survey of each and every plot? Or do they just do the survey of the area?
The
And then
area.
we have to go in and do each and every plot?
Right, so Rainmaker will overlay that over the top. We can give them, it's, whatever it is, 1,000 feet this way, 1,000 feet this way. Lay in the
Okay.
plots to make it fit in that area.
Okay, gotcha. We don't have to have anyone physically, like Todd, or go and
Well,
measure everything out?
well, when he sells a lot and does a burial, he has to do that, yeah. Right, so part of the work for Dillis and Roy, we're gonna ask him to put some boundary stones. So Todd has something to pull his tape off of,
Good idea, yes.
Okay,
right?
Okay, I just saw somebody entered the Zoom meeting, so I have to admit them. Okay, so that's pretty, we'll see how that goes.
okay. While we're on that, did you pick a time that they're available? Have you called them?
So, Dillis and Roy, yeah, so, why don't I pass it, please?
This is new or is this the old one?
This is new,
Okay,
this is today.
thank you.
That's neat.
Right, so I asked them to take the old scope of work they had and just run through it again,
Mhm.
update it. Their prices went up slightly, right, like everybody.
Mhm.
And then I also had them add a section to come up with construction specifications. Right, so we'll do, right, we'll sit, the first step, I believe, is, well, first we gotta approve this, right?
Right,
I'm okay with the price, compared to other engineer firms, that their rates are good, and he's not killing us in hours, that's for sure.
does
So,
this price
I-
come out of the 50 that's been
Yes,
approved?
right, so
Okay.
then, this would come out of the $50,000 capital funds that we have available,
Right, good,
yeah. So, if everybody agrees we should go forward with this, right, the next step, I believe, is to sit down with Dillis and Roy. My recommendation is a meeting, not a public meeting, just,
Mhm.
there's gonna be a lot of back and forth, but of course that limits the commission to one, right? But that's my recommendation, is we sit down with them, we kinda hash out the basic details,
Mhm.
and then we'll have the public meeting, right, and go from there. Then, there might be tweaks at that point.
okay. Well, we all are gonna be at the cemetery next month, right? August,
Yes.
yes. So if we wanna meet, one of us with you and Dillis and Roy before that time,
Yeah, we should.
then we can meet together at the cemetery
Sure.
at the end of August. If that's,
Yeah, we should. Yeah, we should meet as soon as possible. Kinda
Okay.
hash out, the big picture, narrow it down a little bit, right? So we're all on the same page. We don't have to be 100%.
Mhm.
And then the commission meet with Dillis and Roy, and we narrow it right down to where we wanna be.
Okay.
That's my recommendation.
what did they, or have you asked them when they can start?
I did not, but
Okay.
I assume, like a few weeks anyways.
Okay.
Depends on his workload, but,
So it'll be this
yeah.
year?
Oh, yeah. I don't know if he put it in here. I don't think he did. I think
That's okay.
once we sign it,
Yeah,
he'll
Things will happen.
he'll put it on his schedule.
Right.
Yeah.
now, is it, oh, okay, I was gonna say, because there is another form that the accountant has that we normally sign, but sometimes they just have us sign the invoice. So,
For payments.
for payments,
Yeah.
you just
So
want,
payments,
you just want the board to approve this, to get them over there.
yeah,
Okay, and then we worry about approving the
payments
payment.
later.
Okay, good,
Yeah.
got it.
Yeah, he'll bill us as it goes along. And then, because it's capital funds, I think the payments will process through my office.
Okay,
Okay.
So,
Do you need a
Think so.
motion from us to approve, or are you?
it's probably prudent, yeah.
Okay.
what's the rest of this, Amanda Construction?
That's other
Those
discussions.
are other items, right?
Yep.
Those are other items?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
So the first 4 pages are Dillis and Roy.
right.
Yep.
What does everyone think about the pricing before we approve this?
I don't have anything to compare it to. It looks like it's $12,000. Basically with filing fees.
The whole payment comes to $8,000,
Yeah, and some of it, it's if, like it starts off with the wetland resources. If it turns out we're outside of the wetlands, then the next step he doesn't have to do, right?
Okay,
He doesn't have to file a notice of intent.
right.
Okay, so he has to determine that first.
Yeah.
Uh,
I mean, it probably is, right? There's water nearby, so.
Right.
Now,
That's, I'm wondering.
I have
if he's
one
just
question.
saying if we wanna go into a wetland, border area, he needs to do the extra work, or
You have to know where it is.
can,
Yeah.
I have a question regarding the pricing here, because normally, the first price is okay, but anything over 10 is a bid, right?
Except for engineering,
Oh, except for engineering.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So
so
it's
if
a-
we can get other quotes, I think they're gonna be higher.
No, that's, I was just concerned,
Mhm.
because I thought it was 10,000 for everything.
Yeah,
It's just for the
yeah,
only
there's an exception for engineering.
engineering.
Mhm.
Okay.
That makes sense.
this will get us a completed, finalized set of plans now to go forward with.
Right, and construction specifications, so we'll be ready to put it out to bid.
Okay. Okay,
That
great.
gets us there.
So this takes care of what trees have to come down and the plots of all the, how many we're gonna have there,
Yeah,
the whole thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Make a motion? Or you wanna wait?
Yeah, we should make a motion, right, and move forward?
Yes.
If everyone's comfortable, and they'll have good confidence in the bid.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I make a motion that we approve Dillis and Roy's quote.
I second the motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay.
Great.
all right, so I'll see if I can set up a meeting, with Dillis and Roy and. Well, I can go
I
through
can
you.
attend,
Yeah.
if it can be like first thing in the morning, it would be best.
That works for me
That's
too.
my best time,
Mhm.
just meet and walk to work.
Good.
Okay.
Should we continue on with your
Yep.
handouts?
Sure. So pertaining to the hedge trunk removal, oh no,
Are we talking about
did I
this?
get a quote for that? Well, I don't have a quote for that, but since I said it, the DBW is planning on removing the stumps. We'll take them out, just put down some loam and seed. What we do from there, I guess, is up to the commission.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Right, so we previously had some quotes, I didn't make copies of those, sorry.
It's okay.
They're old, so this one is from August of '23. It was install trees, how many, did it say how many?
Oh, okay, was that the
Yeah.
Lakeview?
Yeah.
That was quite a bit to do the entire,
Right. Yeah, just the trees themselves was $7,000.
Per tree.
But I forget how many, it doesn't say how many.
Mm-hmm.
For 9 to 10 footers or 7 to 8 footers was $5,600.
Yes.
I want to say it was like 20 trees. Does this one say?
I thought it was,
Oh, 15. Yeah, Central Mass gave us another quote, and this was from, it doesn't have a date, but it was
Mhm.
sometime in 23. Yeah, 15 trees. They were a little bit cheaper. So,
but those are evergreen, like arborvitae?
Yeah.
they're arborvitaes.
Dark
Okay.
American
So they're not- That's not
arborvitae.
the same as what's in front there now. What is in front right now? What type of tree is that, or shrub?
Well, that's what we believe they are, is the
They're arborvitaes?
arborvitæ, yeah.
Here's
Tried
a-
to match, yeah.
I can make copies
Oh,
for you.
yep, there
Oh,
you go.
wait a minute, this is wrong.
So we'd have to get
Yeah.
updated quotes, obviously,
Okay,
but,
yeah, I went through some of what Nancy's emails she, yeah, they were called Green Giants, I believe, arborvitaes, and so they kind of stay in a more columnar
Mhm.
than what's there, that has branch.
They look
out.
similar to what's there. We wanted, at that time, we wanted to keep it the same,
Right.
what there, and not have different trees.
Are we exploring ideas of doing something else as well?
Well, if you would want, I have this, I just threw some ideas up. Of course, this is what we have, the row of
Mhm.
yeah.
broken stumps.
Mhm.
And then on my commute here, I go past Groton, and of course, just as a comparison, they just have posts, granite posts, but no rails.
Mhm.
But they have a lot of them. It goes down the road. There's probably 1,000 of them.
Well, okay.
And here on the left is Dunstable, and that's on 113 and
Mhm.
going toward from Route 3 into Dunstable Center. You can see a double
Yeah,
thing of rock, only because the elevation's there, so they had to put
Right.
something.
Right.
And then here is a entrance to Pepperell Cemetery. So they have posts and rail.
Mhm.
And then I was actually
That looks actually really nice.
coming through Harvard. This is just coming in 110 along just the air rotaries here and 2A
Yep.
yep,
as you're coming in. So they have the granite posts and rails, which I liked.
yeah.
I do too.
But you see with all the ones, all the other cemeteries there, they have the same, they don't have a breakup.
Right, they don't have a
They
break.
want the scenery to look the same,
Yeah,
which is what I'm wondering, if we have a different scenery, if we start with the trees and then do a post or a fence
yeah.
and then trees again,
Let's see what.
how's that gonna really look? I don't think it's gonna,
I don't think
And that's
that
just
would-
on a road in Groton.
So question for
And
you.
then these are some web
Yeah.
photos of
So-
post and rail.
So were these cemeteries, they were all consistent of the fencing going totally around, or did they do breaks?
Along the front.
Or in the
I
back,
did-
did
Yeah,
they do stone walls? on the
Yeah,
sides?
there's some stone walls and
Okay.
other things. Yeah,
So they did a
yeah,
little bit of
like-
mixed
like-
media.
Yeah, Pepperell has an arch entrance going
Mhm.
into it, and which is right about here.
Uh-huh.
I went in and they got stone walls and
Okay,
at the front. It's basically the front lining. And then this is
Mhm.
just some internet photos. And I don't know if this is actual steel tubing or wood. But the posts are about $260 a piece.
mhm,
But of course, you're spacing them 8 to 10 feet. So.
right,
And then the rails for like cedar for a pair, like Home Depot price is $100 a pair. So $360 a length, you know, until you get to the last post, you have to add that in.
right,
And then, that's a Home Depot price for posts.
mhm,
And then, Swenson is in New Hampshire, right in, I think it's Amherst. They do a lot of, that's all they do is granite, posts, steps, mailbox stuff. And their quote to do like 70 feet,
mhm,
like 10 posts, and the brackets, and you would have to prepare the holes, and they would drop the posts in and set them for you.
mhm,
Was $5K, and then you would have to add the rails and labor to do the painting and attachment of the rails. But it looked pretty good, especially when you consider in the price
right,
of a larger arborvitae, because using that quote, those were fairly expensive.
mhm,
But these are just small bucket-based
Right.
ones, but the large ones are get more. And then I came across an email, so when this was being presented at a meeting, a woman saw it and said that she, instead of doing the arborvitaes,
mhm,
there's something called natural hedges. So they create natural hedges out of a variety of species and seedlings. And she said that attracts more birds. It's natural to the area and environment. And that she thought with some volunteer labor, and they had done the work out in front of the library,
mhm,
they could get it done for a decent cost, if you were just gonna do all natural hedging and not arborvitaes.
right.
I
I just think maintenance.
So I could drop her a line and see.
We gotta decide how we want this to look.
So in the end, I used AI, and I said, what if you do some natural hedges and the rails? It didn't pop the rails in quite
Mhm.
right, and then I asked it to open up the hedges, and it still gave me a low row of
Mhm.
hedges. But the thought would be, you could say, start from the building with natural hedges and do a stretch of rail and end toward the road with some natural hedge. So you have scenic, but you do have barrier. So that's, AI did this one for me. That was pretty good. And then I said, open it up a little, and it did that. And I was gonna say, put a cemetery in back, and it told me I used my allotted AI for the day.
There's an allotment now?
Yeah, it must be. It goes off for a while, chugging away to create this. But I thought it looked pretty good. But I could give her a note, Robin Venezia, and say, So my thought then back here is that you could do
See, I like that clean, open look.
the natural hedging into
Mhm.
the post and rail, and then with some natural hedging, as long as you don't block, it's not blocking the view, but you have a lot of room to pull out here, so you could do a combination, and then pick out areas along the way and come this way.
But how do you
And
want,
see what they're
how
willing
do you
to
want
do.
it to look? If this was your place,
Yeah.
do you want 6 different things
No.
for a boundary?
No,
Do you
I
want
would,
three
I would
different
say
things?
let's make sure we get the entire length design and then say, okay, here's the way to go at it to,
I mean, we're not talking about doing the whole thing now.
no.
We're just
no.
talking about doing this little piece.
Right, right.
So do we want it
That's
to
like
match,
10% of it.
do we want it to match the rest of it? Or do we want it to break up and put something different in there that might not look like other cemeteries? You already showed us all the other ones,
Right.
and they're not separating different things. You know, they're having the same dividing posts all the way down.
Yeah,
So, I mean, I just don't know if I would wanna see a little section of a fence and the rest of it all trees.
no, I think we would, you know, we would look at, I think, getting the whole design of what potentially we would want it to look like once the whole thing is completed, repaired, and then see if, you know,
And then do it in increments?
yeah, and
So
then
give
say,
a sec-
and see what these people who've, I mean, they were watching, Nancy, they
Mhm.
came forward with some expertise.
Mhm.
So see what the complete picture would look like, and then see, does that, the way we wanna go.
See, I-
Well, and the other choice is you just, the simple thing is throw arborvitae's in, but now
No.
you're stuck with you know,
you-
that's what you're gonna do, arborvitae,
Well-
That's what's there now.
yeah.
But long term, the maintenance is always gonna be there. So why would you wanna do additional work? I mean,
Yeah,
so, I mean, that's
What do you
how
mean?
I'm, well, maintenance wise, you always have to prune, you always have to cut the shrubs back, you always have to maintain them. If you have something, I'm
and
not
then
gonna
they
say
get,
as simple,
they get,
yes, but what, like,
watching them around.
But they have to
town.
prune it now.
But-
We were talking about that. Every 2 years, you're gonna have to trim and prune
Right.
it now. It's not much more to do another 70 feet
Yeah,
but why
every
not,
3 years.
but why not do something that doesn't create maintenance?
yeah.
Because
So
of the
that-
aesthetics.
That is,
But the aesthetics can be there, doesn't have to be this, my personal opinion again is that if you did a split rail fence or with granite, that would look just as nice, because you have a combination of the stone
Yeah,
wall.
but
And
you-
you're opening, most cemeteries aren't closed, so you
Yeah.
can't see them, you see them. You see usually
Yeah.
stone walls,
Yeah.
which they're
So
everywhere
that's
around.
the thought is, you can open up and proportion how you wanna go from natural edge to post and rail.
Mhm.
You know, who's a Norman Rockwell here?
You know that we're not gonna be taking the rest of the trees down and putting fencing up
But,
for down the road even.
but there's this whole nother section where it's missing, right? Didn't some get cut out?
Not like
Just that
this.
one.
Yeah, there's a gap down there too.
There's a little gap, but not like this.
And then the green giants aren't probably the same variety that are here. Those are being proposed that are,
The arborvitae's are the ones.
are these. So
Mhm.
they're gonna look different anyways, you know,
No, that's,
depending on what this, green giant variety looks like.
well, what's the quote that we just had?
So,
Was for,
The quotes are for dark American arborvitae.
yeah, dark American one. There's all different types of arborvitae's.
yeah, Lakeview, it said green giant. So that's this here, you know. So you're looking at that.
Mhm.
So that's not what we have, green giant.
Those
The
are borders.
Lakeview was the same, the dark American.
So,
Those up there are similar. That,
so
ones at the
you-
bottom are more friendly.
You'll have ones that look very uniform,
Mhm.
structured and pine cone shaped, so in with the ones that are just trimmed up and,
yeah,
So it's still not gonna look the same until you replace everything. But that's okay. My proposal is we get
Explore the
a
options.
firm quote to do the arborvitae's. I can contact this person and say, what do you propose? And, you know, we can kind of look at it, look at the cost, and, you know, determine which way we want to go.
Okay.
Yeah, because I think, personally, I think the hedges at this point need to be
I think,
replaced.
I think all the hedges in the front need to be replaced.
Yeah.
I think that they're how old?
100+ years?
Right. Okay,
Yeah.
I took my parents' arborvitae's and whatever plants they had, they were a mess. I had them cut them down with a chainsaw and did, the stump removal, and next I'm gonna plant something else, but it was just so gnarly looking.
Yeah.
It was so unkept.
They've been up there since, the picture I saw in Revolutionary War was, I think it's 1800s, 1790 something. They've
They're
been
hardly
up.
that old.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
they've been up.
Because I don't think that's, there
But
was
they've
some in the
lasted.
center of town at the building the guy renovated, and those were all pulled out. And,
I wonder if we
I
could,
had some in I had one, I kind of did the same trimming job, just cut it way back, and now it's like mostly stems and some. But that's only 30 years old.
I
So I
wonder-
don't know if those are 200 years old, or somebody planted them in 80 years ago.
I'm wondering if we could take
We
a
could-
picture, of the cemetery and do an AI like you did in different scenarios of what it could look like,
Yeah.
what it looks like. There's gotta be a way to do it.
Oh, yeah. We could, yeah,
And
because we could do
then
that.
it's easier to see a visual of what it could be versus to guess in your mind.
Yeah.
And, I mean, I think that there's a lot of different options, and I think we should explore them a little bit further, that's all.
Right. I do too, because once we do it, that's
We're
what
in
it's
it.
gonna be,
Right.
Mm-hmm.
so,
Okay, I'm for that.
okay.
Do you have any input on that?
Oh, I like the direction you're going,
Okay.
so.
Yeah. See. All right, great.
So the next thing in my pile there was a quote from a,
When did, by the way, just getting back, when, do you have a time period of when they're supposed to come out? Or are you just thinking it's gonna be this fall?
we're gonna do it soon,
Okay,
yeah, probably next month,
okay,
yeah, August.
okay.
The next quote is from a construction company that does a lot of work with walls, stone walls. And it's to repair the older 1800 headstones at the South Cemetery, basically the front section. So that they were pretty extensive. They looked at each one, kind of broke it all down, what they have to do. Just so we have an idea of what it's gonna cost. And that,
Is this for a stone wall or is this for the stones of the people,
right, the headstones,
the headstones?
right, the ones that are tipped over, that are cracked,
Yeah,
missing pieces.
yeah.
This is, to straighten them out,
Mm-hmm.
to fix some of them, glue some of them back together,
Okay,
yeah,
So they're in Lunenburg,
yes.
and they're experienced to do this?
I don't know that they've ever worked on tombstones, but they definitely do
Stonework.
work with stonework,
Oh, yeah,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah, so it's very similar.
so do we need to, that was my next question, or not one of my questions for today. Knowing that Bill was gonna talk about this. Legally, do we need to find out each the people that are relatives of the burial person, I don't know how else to word this. Do we need to find out if they're still around and find out what they want to do legally, or do we just go in and do it? Do we have to find out if there's someone in the family that still lives in Lunenburg or nearby? Because I don't want to touch someone's stone and then have a grandchild come after us.
I think it would be okay under the terms of, preventative, work,
Perpetual care.
because some of those stones are sitting at a 30,
I know
and
that.
it's like,
I know.
time is ticking to get them.
Is this
Fair
something we
enough.
need to contact the attorney on to find out if there's any legal?
I don't think so. When they buy a plot, they pay for a perpetual care portion.
Is there anything in the wording, Bill, on
In the burial rights
This-
agreement,
the burial
We could
that says that,
that's the last page in the packet. I don't know, it doesn't get that specific.
because some of the ones I've seen, that's why I wanted to go over it, other cemeteries have specific wording in there,
Okay,
so.
It does, there is a charge for perpetual care, it does say
Right.
that, so
Right.
is this included?
yes.
I think you can argue it.
I believe that's the intent, is to,
But they only pay a
Maintain the
one-time
plot
perpetual
and the-
care.
Right.
and is in perpetual care to maintain the plot
Right,
and the overall cemetery.
I'm okay with it. I just don't want someone to come back to
Oh,
us.
yeah.
You know, I wanna make sure that we're legally, I'm all for cleaning up the stones, okay? I just wanna make sure that legally, we don't have someone come back to us and say, hey, this is the stone I wanted, and now you're trying to fix it, and,
Well,
or,
this is for straightening, right? This is to straighten stone, which I
And
would,
to
I
fix
would,
some of them that are, a
Yeah.
piece might have cracked off.
yeah, and repair. So-
raise tombstones that are uneven or falling,
Mhm.
Yeah, so right now, there's a bit of a safety hazard,
yeah.
and then it's to prevent,
Number
really to
53
prevent
needs,
damage.
number 53 needs restoration.
Yeah, he's
Number,
saying he can't do 53.
all other ones need to be, some other ones need to be glued. So they are, like I said, I'm all for it. I just wanna make sure that the town is covered, or we're covered.
Yeah, I guess,
You're in the DPW bill, what do you think?
I think it's a great question that we should, get a legal opinion on. Yeah, I agree.
Okay.
what does Todd Holman think? Because, I mean, sometimes a stone gets damaged. I'm sure we've damaged a stone and had to
He-
replace it
he
and
has.
repair it.
Yeah, he has fixed stones in the past.
And
I think he had Boy Scout, Eagle Scout project or
Yeah.
some of them, right?
they did a number of them.
Yeah.
So activity has gone on several
Yeah, there's
times.
precedents, but it is a good question, and I'd like to get a definite
Okay.
answer.
so this is for
So
the
is-
cemetery only?
Yes, and only for that front section.
Okay,
And this is front section.
Yeah,
Can you pull up the South Cemetery bill, Mike?
Yeah, the map,
Look at
yeah.
that.
let's see here.
is there a need to have?
Is it
kind
the
of a
first-
North Cemetery as well?
Oh,
North.
there's lots there too.
So when you go down after the flowers, you go down that back road, is it, when you say the front, it's the first street?
Yeah, so the first big square there where it's put.
Yeah, right there,
Yeah,
where the road is, okay.
right. Right, so there's
We can zoom in.
There's some in other sections that need help too.
Force. Where's 475?
Some of them over here are leaning quite a bit, and it's
Oh,
a
yeah.
slope.
Yep,
Right,
475 is, okay, I see 477. I don't see 475. Okay.
They're
473 is,
not numbered quite exactly.
they're not the same number, because 475 was down and then 473 was
Well,
up.
let's see. Well, tell me here if I put it in.
475,
No. Is that what it says, Tombstone? Oh, so they marked it probably going off of this here, maybe?
yeah,
Okay.
473, and then down now is 477. They're not in order.
474, here's 74.
Yeah, I don't see 475. Okay, but anyways, it's in that area.
470, oh, here it is, I bet you, right, 74, let's try this
Yeah.
one.
that must be it.
Must be, right.
Oh, This, how come this isn't doing anything for me?
Okay, that just gives us an idea. So it's the first road coming
Oh,
in.
let's go back.
And after those are taken care of, then it's gonna have to be the next section and the next one.
Right, and
Did he do anything for North Cemetery or just the south?
no, so this is just one quote for that one section, and it's over the $10,000 threshold, so it would have to go out to bid.
Okay,
Yeah, this is just to get an idea of what it's gonna take to fix the stones.
Yep,
So, okay, do we want to, so he's itemized it by, I mean, would we say, well, let's just do it in chunks? Let's do the
Yeah,
major straightening?
10 of them make it under $10,000.
Yeah, or the 40, like, let's see, the uneven ones, or the fallen, that they can just straighten, you're at 4,800
Yeah.
versus these
Have
others
you-
that need to,
Just do that.
have you used this company before?
and see how they do?
On a town project, I don't believe so. I'd have to check back, but not since I've been here.
mhm.
Because I'd really like to get some of those stones straight as
Definitely.
soon as possible.
But we have to go, if we, one or two ways, either we have to go out to bid, or we just separate this even more.
Yeah, I think we could say the 4,800, that first chunk, will get most of the stones straight and reset, right?
What about the other person that we, that's his
And
name,
then,
the other person that came and gave us an idea of straightening?
Lemonster Monument, you get a quote. from
No,
them.
it was,
they were quite a bit higher, right? They were like 35.
wasn't there one last year that we talked about?
Yeah,
When
it was
Nancy was-
Lemonster Monument, and it was
Brick?
in the North Cemetery. And it was basically an hourly quote, and we figured we'd get most of the north ones done.
I wouldn't mind getting them going on this first chunk, you know, and get all those back up straight.
There was
See
another,
how they, and that gives them a chance to work with them and get a feel of, you know, the effort and a strategy for going forward to do the more challenging pieces here. If you think that would,
what, Brett, let me see, what's his Brett's last name?
Brett Ramsden,
Yeah,
you can get a quote from Brett too.
he's a mason, right?
Yep, I'm sure he could do this.
Because he was suggested to us last year. Actually, he went and looked at all these last year.
Yeah,
So,
I can ask Brett for a quote for the For that same.
For the same area.
120 of them? Or
Yeah,
what? Yeah,
then if we wanna get going, we can either do it at the next meeting, or we can call a special meeting to
Okay.
get it approved.
Yeah, because, and would just break a chunk out, right?
Well,
Let
he'll
them-
quote exactly the same,
Yeah,
and if it's over the 13, or if it's over 10,000, then we have to break it down.
right. Yeah, I think this is fantastic to get this going.
Yeah, we need
Because
to,
every time I drive through, it's just well,
and then we gotta look at North Cemetery also.
I think that's in pretty good shape now, right? Because I
No,
think the scouts
they
did
got
most
some
of
that
their
are
work
broken.
up there.
there's still a bunch there too.
Yeah.
Is there more in the south cemetery versus the north? Or are they about the same?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't notice in the, before the scouts went in, it would look like, but they did a number of them. They did dozens or,
Wow,
The
okay.
scouts
yeah,
put them together?
they just did a straight. So they kind of,
I think they just kind of dug around
Dug
the stone,
around and
straightened it
straightened
out,
it back
kind of
up.
packed the soil down around it.
yeah,
Is it-
yeah.
Is it still okay, or did it,
Well, some of them may have fallen over. Yeah, this, I believe, takes it a little further. It puts a base, right?
okay,
Yeah, because they may have to get in there and put some strapping around and
Yeah.
versus scouts just pushing it back.
They're not that strong, right?
And so, yeah, it'd be interesting once they get going to go out and see how they're doing it and just, and then once the majority's done, then they can come back and do a little bit here and there to,
it sounds like this is a project that we're gonna have to pull so much money out every year
yeah,
to have them do a little bit at a time.
yeah. Right.
Because it sounds like it's gonna take a number of years to do both cemeteries.
I agree.
So I guess if we have to separate it, I think the ones that are broken or cracked or coming apart would be the first ones, and then the ones that are falling over, right or left, whatever, would be the next ones that we would do. What do you think? If we have to separate
I would get
it.
the leaning, I'm not gonna call it the low hanging fruit, but I would get the ones that are intact but leaning and severe, I would get that straight. I would get,
Before we get the broken
because
ones?
that too visually is probably the biggest eyesore is a lot of these old stones at angles. I'd get those up and set, and then we can regroup and look at what really needs to be repaired. Like there's a couple that are broken off the base.
Okay, so it says here, raise two stones that are uneven or fallen, which is what you're talking about.
Yes,
And that total is 120 of them?
120, which they say is, the total is $4,800.
Yeah. So those are the ones you want,
Yeah, that's something I think we could just go for
so
right
that's
away.
4,800 out of the 13,
Right,
the
right.
total price is 13,500, right?
Yeah, and then I think that would give them some experience in there and, working with them
Before you commit.
before we commit
So-
to the rest.
When you do ask Brett, can you give us the whole thing like they did, and then those section
Yep.
that's 120, and that'll give us an idea of what's going on here.
Okay. I'll ask him.
Yeah, there's, I'm on a few cemetery sites on Facebook too. There's suppliers that sell material just for working with the stone, repairing it, cleaning it. So I don't know if these guys are familiar with that too. But it'd be nice to have a quick sit down with them too and say,
Right.
you know,
Have we
what
looked
are-
at their
what-
website?
What
yet?
materials and
I don't know if they have them, do they?
maybe, since you said they are noting materials and all that they're gonna use, so.
Do you know if they
That's
have,
good.
Mike, do you know if they have a website? Amanda
Do a
Construction?
search.
Yeah,
Um,
that's it.
Yeah, you do.
There we go.
yeah. Home advisor,
Masonry, stone, professional bricklayer.
There it is.
okay. Just see if they've done anything in cemeteries.
Stonework, block wall, driveway stone, tile and ceramic.
Okay. Block wall, patio, snow removal. Okay, well, at least we got a quote from them, and we'll get one from Brett, and we'll go from there,
Yeah, that sounds great.
okay? Okay. Okay.
What else did I have? This was. Oh, I think we already took care of this, right? The fireproof cabinet from WB Mason. I think
that's gonna be under,
Counts?
accounts, yeah, we're gonna talk about that.
Okay, yep, so that's the bill. And then I had another quote, this one was from Bullock Brothers to trim the hedges in the north.
Do you have a quote from anybody else?
I do not.
Let's,
But this is just to get you an idea of what it's gonna cost,
okay, what's that price?
$7,500, so it's in your packet.
Okay.
Now, does that need to be done soon? They seem okay, but I don't know.
Yeah, they were also gonna try to tie some of them back, the ones that are really drooping.
Oh,
Could try
okay.
to tie them up so that the
Okay.
snow doesn't get them.
We had in our minutes last year, I think it was, that every 2 to 3 years, we would go and do the rounding off of the hedges.
Right,
But we decided not to have anybody but Lakeview do the South Cemetery because they're in perfect shape
okay,
and we wanna make sure they stay that way.
right,
Okay, so Lakeview was the only one that was gonna do South Cemetery.
Okay.
But I don't know, I don't know if we have to do it this year, cause we just took them down last year, wasn't it?
I believe it was, must have been 23, the quotes are from 23, so.
23, okay.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it's
it would be
been 2
this
years.
year or next year that we trim both north and south.
yeah. Whatever you recommend, because if you're thinking
But let's,
ice and snow damage, we need to do it. And,
let's get some other quotes instead of just Bullock,
Okay,
because they were the ones that took the last trees down.
okay. Okay,
Get another quote or two. But at least you have an idea what it's gonna cost.
Sure.
Yeah, that'd be great, that was good,
Yeah.
it was good.
perfect.
What else did I have? Okay, the Ray Moran quote.
What's this for?
So this, right, if you go into the cemeteries, the outer roads, all the tree branches hanging over, they're almost, well, sometimes into the road. He has a tractor with a big boom mower on it, and he'll come in and trim all that, right, so it's not hanging into the road.
Oh, okay.
These, we're talking about going into the cemetery, or we're talking about Holman Street
In the cemeteries.
in the cemetery?
Right, so picture the North Cemetery, the road that's right across from the garage,
Yes,
right? And the stone walls there, but all the tree branches are hanging way over.
okay, so he would go through the cemetery, the whole thing?
Right, well, just the outside edges, right?
Okay,
Right, where the branches hang over,
okay.
and just cut them with his tractor.
Now, is that part of our budget, or is that maintenance?
Well, that's up to you, right? If you wanna pay for it, that would be great.
Yeah,
I
we
should be
can
able-
get to,
I should be
I
able
have
to
a
handle it.
funds sheet I put together where we talked last meeting about trying to determine what we wanna spend.
Right, but we're spending so much on, that's why I was asking, the roads and the trim, it's like the lawn mowing and the trimming of the grass.
Right, right.
Is that more maintenance, or is that more cemetery commission?
Oh,
That's all I'm
tree
asking.
trimming, is that
The
day
tree
to
trimming.
day or year to year, or
Yeah,
bi-yearly?
right. So we have enough money in the operational budget to do it. If you're willing to entertain, paying for it, that's fine too. Either way works
Yeah.
fine.
Cause we had other things too.
We got a lot of other things.
Crack
we gotta take
repair
care
and
of.
stuff like that, so. But this, we're not at a significant amount of if we were to chunk out 4,600, possibly trimming and another 21.
Plus you got
We
the
still have a
13.
holdover from the
You got the
town
13,500.
transfer last year, the 10,000, and we have,
And you gotta pay WP Mason there.
yes,
Okay.
okay.
Can we just for the sake of having some money left over, what, we got 80,000?
Yeah, do we wanna look at the funds and, like,
Well, I was gonna say, can you take care of this one, and then we can work on all these other ones?
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
now, they're gonna be cutting the branches, will they then go in and clean them up too, or will your guys go clean them up? or-
If it's a mess, yeah, but most of them are gonna fall behind
You
the
think
stone
they'll
walls,
fall
you're not
behind
gonna
the
see them.
wall? Okay,
Yeah, and it usually chops it up pretty good,
okay,
Yeah.
okay.
yeah.
Okay.
We'll probably have to send our guys behind it with a blower to, cause
Yeah,
leaves are
just
gonna
to
fly around
Keep
and
the
stuff.
stuff rolling
Yeah.
outside.
Yeah, we'll take care of that.
Okay,
Do we have to make a motion on any of this, or just do that?
At this point, I think it's just discussion at this point.
yeah, we've just discussions.
Okay.
Do you wanna, let's get on, then, anything else on,
I think that's all I had in my packet, right?
okay. Did you have any other items, Bill, to bring up, or?
Well, you did say crack sealing, did you
Oh,
mean
yeah.
crack sealing the road? Is that what you meant?
Yes.
Yeah, so I have a crack sealing contract, and I'm gonna try to squeeze that in, is to
Okay.
go into the cemeteries and crack seal the roads.
Okay.
Does that cover the part that, where the parking lot is, coming in there, there's gravel, where the cement, where the asphalt really came up?
Yeah, so that's beyond crack sealing, so
Okay, that's what I was
yeah, I
asking,
think I can have my crew go in and do some patching.
patching.
Yeah, so that area definitely needs it. But most of the roads, they're not great, but I think in doing the crack seal, they'll hold up, make
Mhm.
them hold up a lot
Right,
longer,
for another year.
or more.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
Okay. We just-
Yeah, and the crack sealing, he told me the schedule's pretty booked up, so it may not be till October, November. they can go pretty late with that, as
Mhm.
long as it's not freezing temperatures, they can
Right.
still do it, so,
Yeah,
might be late.
okay.
Okay. So one of our goals is to establish how much money do we want to spend out of the sale of lots fund and the interest from the perpetual care fund
Mm-hmm.
and new revenue that comes in from sale of lots.
Right.
And so I put together, so I don't have, this is still based on the numbers we had. So sale of lots, we had 94K, 94,494.
Have you talked to Ezekiel to
gotta-
find out
Yeah,
how often he's gonna give us?
no, I'll have to talk to
It should be
Ezekiel.
like
I
every
can send
quarter.
him this and say, here's, I'll highlight some, I'll send him this and say, can you
Update?
update?
Yeah,
Because I said we had, these were the numbers he gave us for sale of lots and perpetual care, 233,602. So a total of $328,097 in both funds.
Mhm.
So I just assumed an interest rate they're getting, because I know they invest, but it's not substantial.
Right.
Return on, for a rate. So I said, well, if you're getting 2.5%, but maybe he's getting more, maybe less. And so I'll have to verify with him. He gives us numbers on interest, but I don't think it was for the year, because he gave us about 20,000 for the perpetual care that we have in interest. But that's almost 10% return, you know, so, or 8.9, so I don't think we're getting that. That
I
might,
think the
that might
2.5
be 2
is,
years worth.
from what I heard on the internet of another commission, 2.54 is what everyone is getting.
Ah, okay, so I
So
was
2.5,
conservative.
yeah, 2.54 is what everyone's getting.
Okay, so our interest from these two accounts should be about 8,200 a year.
Mhm.
And then I looked at, back at the sale of lots over the 5-year period. We sold 48 in the south cemetery and 141 in the north. And at 800 a lot, we get the total revenue here for
Right,
5
yeah.
years, 151. And then I added by the time period it reports in for the January 2025 to March, they sold 3 here and 0. And then the previous years, which all total up to the 48,
Yep.
141.
Bill,
So-
is there anything sold recently that you know of?
Let me think about it. There probably has, not that many though.
Okay. So, yeah, I was gonna check Sims too to see what was updated for the last 6 months. The long and the short average plots per year in the south, 9.6, and in the north, 32, which brings us to about 33,000 a year in revenue.
Except that this year is not gonna be that way because you got 0.
Well, we don't know yet by the end of the year, right? Well, I'm saying 41 a year, and maybe
Right,
it's a
no,
little
I
low.
understand, but we're
Right.
in July now, you got March. So
Yeah.
March, you got 9, 10, 11, 12? Oh, wait a minute, no. You don't know, just 2025 alone, because for the year 2024, from March to March was only 9
Yes,
for South Cemetery.
that was a year.
But we don't
yeah,
wanna we don't know breaking it down, what,
And 19.
oh, I see, you only had
But
3.
these are 2-year spans it reports in. It doesn't report every
Okay, but
year.
this year alone, just for January to March, was 3
Yeah,
and 0.
Yeah.
So,
So I need to get those updated.
but for today, whatever we vote in, I'd be very cautious. We can raise the amount,
We're over
but I
an
would be
hour.
very
Over
cautious.
45 minutes.
Okay.
Is that?
We are no longer, are we still on Zoom?
No, Bob bounced us. Maybe I'll put public comment up front next time. So, well, so the long and the short, though, if I look at this number, that's, the interest from the funds plus the, yearly average that we're bringing in.
Mm-hmm.
So 41,000 would be, if you spent it, you would maintain your principal balances, but you'd be spending everything that comes in.
Yeah.
So I think, we would be comfortable if we said, well, what about divide that by 2 to start and just pick 20,000? And then see how we go through the year, and you can, but you're not, so that's, anyways, the end of it is currently, based on the average of the last 5 years, you could spend 40 and you wouldn't deplete your principal on the 2 funds.
But we're only allowed to use the interest, not the principal.
Exactly, and that's just using the oh. So I'll close that. Oh, there was Zoom AI too? Okay, we don't have AI anymore.
Right now, we're in trouble.
So sale of lots, we can use up to the full principal, but we don't want to. And perpetual care, we can only use the interest, but we have an excess. I should have put that in too. I'll do that too. I'll add what we transferred from a capital article. We still have a balance, and the perpetual care fund is actually at 20,000. So we've got interest from a couple of years.
Mm-hmm.
So we got 94,000 sale of lots as of March 31st, right?
Yeah, right here,
Right where?
up here.
Oh, there
See
we
that
go.
block?
Yeah. And then you got the interest of 20,000.
We have the interest at 20.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what expendable here.
Right.
We did a transfer, and so we have in the capital article transfer. So that's the sale of lots. We have 10,606,
Right.
and we have 20,000 in the perpetual care.
Right.
So we have 30,000 right
30,000
there
now.
that I didn't put over here.
Right.
And then we should look at this and for the next meeting or two and figure out how we want to go forward, and we should be going forward on some of this because the money is there.
Right.
What if we
And,
just figure out what we did today
right,
out of the 30, and
yeah,
then at the next meeting we decide
yeah,
for November if we want to pull anything else out,
right,
okay? Because you're saying we got, and it shows it here, we got 30,000 available.
we have 30 right up front.
And here we got,
And then here we know based
So-
on yearly average, we're bringing in 40,000 a year.
So we
We
have
got-
70,000.
Yeah, so we could spend 70.
well, we only
and it
have
would
40,000 coming in
still- Yeah,
based on what has happened in the past.
right,
But this year so far, we
Right.
don't have that
we don't
many.
have that,
I wouldn't use,
right.
I mean, we might go the rest of the year and only have 2 or 3 burials.
Yeah, so I'll get what we've actually sold this year. And that's, we know what's coming in.
Yeah,
And then,
because we don't want to
and the
go,
interest,
we don't want to go completely,
right,
we don't want to happen what happened 2 or 3 years
Yeah.
ago. We used all the money and,
yeah, well, that's just using it without, I mean, we're tracking it here now, so
Yeah.
we can see if we spend
So-
X amount.
Dillis and Roy comes out.
Well, we
of
need
the-
to get what we need to get done.
So we
not
got
let them-
$1,750 that needs to come out of this here. Say approximately another 13.5 if we,
Well, Dillis and Roy is covered with the.
that's what I just said,
yeah,
it's
yeah,
covered
yeah,
by
yeah,
the
yeah.
capital.
Oh, okay,
But
yeah,
we have the WB Mason,
yeah,
which is 1,750 roughly.
yeah.
And we're gonna do the stone. That might have to go out to bid, but let's say 13.5. So that's another 14, that's 15,000. 15,000,
Here, I'll just sum them right here. This is the, Rulock.
what else did we have? We had something else.
Did you say the Rulock Brothers?
No, he's taking care of that through,
Oh, I thought that was Ray you were taking care of.
Yeah, Ray Moore.
oh, you're doing right?
Yep.
Well, yeah, figure the 75, but we're not sure how much it's gonna cost yet. So you got 7,500, 13,550, and another 1,744.
So I'm seeing, oh, okay, so, the Amanda Construction, you wanna throw the whole quote in?
The Amanda,
Well, yeah, so 13, let's see, I put it in a 4,800, but 13.
yeah, do the 13,550.
550.
Just in case.
24,945 to accomplish all of this. And we said
And we said we have
we're at
30,000, so we're only gonna have 6,000, 5,000 left for the rest of the year. If we do it all from the,
Well,
if we do the Amanda construction, the whole thing, we might find out that Brett comes in less.
well, we should spend the capital article transfer, because we did that in 2024, saying we needed $10,000.
Right.
Now
So we
we
should
have it
spend
sitting here.
So, yeah,
So
I
it
mean,
should
that's gonna be
spent.
covered anyways,
That's, so,
because you just said it was gonna be 24,000,
right,
and you already, so you spent the 10 already.
so if we paste that in there, that's, cap. So that'll leave us with, with the 14.
That gives you 14.
And so then you could, take this perpetual care and, put that there. So perpetual care. Then we'll just go, let's, and that leaves you 5,700 now.
That's why I figured 5,000, so, yeah.
So why wouldn't
Which
we
is-
do it all?
Well,
Well,
do
we have the,
Do you want do you want our budget to be 5,000 for the rest of the year? Or if something else happens?
well,
I,
that's another philosophy, because we do have the 94,000 principal that's
Right.
expendable, but is,
and we don't know what this,
uh,
Amanda is gonna come out to be.
right, and we don't have
So-
the arborvitae's or the front project there.
Right.
So if
I would
you
just-
drop the Amanda to the 44,
48.
48, you know. You know, that would leave you 14
Yeah.
for doing that front, which should be doable then.
Right. So for now, we should just, my opinion, is just keep everything the way it is until we have some other numbers.
Yeah,
And then the next meeting, we can decide,
yeah.
do we want to pull anything out for November? Is that November is
Is that
when we pull one?
agreeable,
right?
Donna? So, sound
Yeah,
good?
the special town meeting.
Right, that's when we pull the rest, okay.
But then that's a significant number of projects, and coming into next year, those are done, so we're not.
Well, we're still gonna have more stones to do next year and the year after.
Right.
So, we wanna spend the money, but we wanna be conservative.
Yeah.
Cause I don't wanna spend it all this year and not have anything for the stone wall next year, based on no sales yet. Well, we have some sales, but not like we have in the past.
Well, and then the other thing is, with that back lot opening up, do we put an ad in the paper? We have the back lot opened up, people are looking to,
You might get a big jump in
so
sales.
could
yeah.
we get a jump in sales?
Is that something we can do? Put an ad in the
Or
paper?
notice.
Don't see why not.
Yeah.
So here's a question, when somebody, and this is, I'm just looking up from the big picture, is there a trend, and it sounds kind of crazy, how people are being buried or where they're being buried, or are they doing something totally different? Meaning sometimes, you know, people's ashes, they're thrown in the ocean. So is there a trend that, I mean, I'm just interested because I started thinking about it, maybe less people are being buried based on cremations and not so much having markers, I don't know. But I started thinking,
A lot of
If we're-
people
if
I've
we're-
been talking to wanna be cremated, not me.
Yeah.
But-
So
I don't wanna be
I
buried.
don't know in general what people are doing, but in our cemeteries,
Yeah.
more people are going with cremations.
mhm.
Yeah, that's far more than the full burials.
But not only with the burials, are people, are they still going to traditional cemeteries, I guess? Or is there, I know it sounds kind of, but I started thinking, you know, it's how people have been buried for many, many years. And I was just curious to see if there was any sort of trend where people maybe aren't being buried. And maybe that's why we haven't had that many sales. I don't know.
Could be.
I'm just kind of trying to think about, okay, well, if people aren't being buried, they're either not getting sick or dying, or they are, but they're doing something else.
Well, I think the more burials we had was because of COVID last time.
Right, that's true.
And it's not COVID yet, so
Well,
I, based on what you just said,
Mhm.
chances are, we're not gonna have as much coming in this year. And maybe there will be more cremations, we don't get as much, right? For
Or is it the same?
cremations.
Like the numbers of burials total seems to be going down.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's exactly why I think, it's up to the board, but I
Yeah.
think that we should be more careful of what we spend, but still spend to get stuff done, but don't do everything all at once.
So there is the cost of the plot, and then the additional cost of the burial, or is that built
Correct.
in? Okay.
And the town gets half of what we charge. So we lose half.
no, we
Yeah.
don't.
What's the split? I forgot the split.
The town,
The
the
town gets
sale
half.
lots goes into the sale lots fund, and the perpetual care goes into the perpetual care, and the town doesn't take it and say, I'm gonna go spend it on.
No, but the town
Something
gets,
It's put in our funds.
Right.
Mm.
Yeah, the town doesn't
The
get.
town is not taking,
my understanding is you sure?
Yeah.
I thought they had part of the funds that came in.
it's written that the sale of lots is to pay the town for the property that you sold.
Mhm.
But the town doesn't say, now I want that to go spend on something else. They put it in our sale of lots fund.
I'll look at it, okay,
So
okay, I believe it.
the money's there for us,
Right.
and so we can use it to maintain or expand the cemeteries, you know,
Mhm.
so. I agree with your statement though too, because, well, and that's the thing about, just when we do these projects, make the cemetery look, more appealing, or, they're beautiful cemeteries, so, the more we do to, you know, embellish on that.
Right,
And then, we do have that side area on North Cemetery, like if you drive all the way down Holman Road to the last entrance,
Mhm.
and you're driving down that road, there's a stone wall.
Mhm.
But behind that, there's a little bit of a tree line, but it's almost open there.
yep,
And, it's about 50 feet, then it drops off. You know, so that could be an alternate area if you got these people who do their natural plantings and put a path in, and do you want to
yeah, I
deposit
drove down Holman
ashes
Street.
there? I don't know how that works, you know, if you could sell small little, scatter your ash sites
Right.
here, or ask for a donation,
Did you
or
be part of
sponsor a
Lunenburg?
planting area. No,
That's a
I like
thought.
that, cause you think of it all the time.
Mhm.
I drove down
I've got
today,
ashes on my,
the,
my
Right.
mantle now, I thought was a good idea to do something with, and now it's like, oh, okay,
You have a couple mantles there?
yeah, now what do you do?
I drove down Holman Street today where up to 126, which is the next house. But the land drops right off, and like you said,
Yeah.
there's only a little bit, and then it plunges right down, like it was a mortar hit the area. It's really deep.
Yeah,
So I don't think we'll ever be able to use that unless we fill it in.
well, that whole wooded area is what do we do with it? It's all cemetery commission, land. I was actually, there was a Facebook reel, the guy's a forester, and he's talking about New England forests that are abandoned in the fields.
Mhm.
It all grows up together, so it's not a natural forest, it's all, and then the tree canopy just grows at the top, so they come in and suggest sculpting out open areas so the canopy can, and then it says it creates more vegetation for birds, and so what we see around here, it's not a good forest. You know, you wanna go in and sculpt some areas, cut some, so I don't know if we have somebody who has some ideas there down the road to, that's probably a fairly old growth now, but, you know, what would somebody think, you know, a forester or whatever, going in there and saying, well, here's what you wanna do. And there you could have paths and trails too, for, if you wanna scatter
Mhm.
ashes, what you were saying, that oh, that's the whole wetlands behind it too. There's a lot of other,
Yeah, and just to throw it out there, when we're completed with the north expansion area, there's probably 20+ years before we have to expand again.
yeah,
Wow,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, because there's gonna be almost 800 plots, say 800,
Mhm.
and we do, what, about 40 per year, or a little less, so
Right.
it's 20 years. Plus, that's just assuming one person in each plot, you could put two, the cremations, you could put more. So that area is gonna handle everything for 20+ years.
yeah, that's 20 years, but that's not much. Well, that's something I think we gotta think about, what's our 100-year plan and 300-year plan, you know? Somebody at one time
I think that's way too many years for me.
stood at Page Street. Okay.
We only have till 8 o'clock.
Oh, okay. Well, I think we pretty much covered, we covered a lot of good ground here tonight.
We have to,
Do we have any other items for discussion?
approve the, paying WB Mason
Okay,
$1,700, or, yeah, $1,744.64
do you wanna make
For
a
the,
motion to,
for the file cabinet for the,
I make a motion to approve.
I second it.
all in favor?
Aye.
Public comment? Any public comment tonight from the public? Any public
Is
comment
Karen
from
still on?
the board? No, we dropped
Zoomed out.
Zoom, didn't we? Or did it
Yes,
come
sir.
back?
Did you ever call them and find out
I did, and they said it happens, and they don't know why.
how much are we supposed to get? How many, an hour? Or,
I think last time it was like 45 minutes.
It was.
and This
It
time
typically
we
zooms out
got
after
an hour
45.
this time.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
must have made a mistake.
They gave us an extra 15
Right.
minutes. We'll try to get things done in an hour then.
Yes.
today's the
It's
20th,
been a very good meeting.
today's the 30th.
Thank you, Bill.
You're welcome.
You wanna-
Sorry I was late.
No, that's okay.
You're just in time.
Okay.
You want to sign the top, and then I'll take it to the accountant. Sign above my name,
Sign above yours.
please. So
Okay.
next time,
Make a-
I know, did you adjourn already?
Nope.
Oh, okay. I do want to go over making new forms for the cemetery commission, the
Okay.
burial rights. Doesn't have to be done this time because we don't have a lot of time, but this is the only form we
Do
use.
you wanna draft
Yeah.
something as a proposal and
Yeah,
send it to us?
because I've noticed a number of the other cemeteries have a number of forms, legal forms, and it's in more detail.
Oh, okay.
I'll review theirs. I think I have Groton's, I have Fitchburg's, I might even have Leominster's.
Okay,
And then I'll bring it to your attention.
okay.
Maybe not next time, but the one after, because next time we're gonna be at the cemetery.
Yes.
And did we pick a time? I
Oh,
know,
yeah.
Don, I thought you said you wanted two separate ones.
I have a Zoom meeting from 6 to 8 from August 4th through like the 29th, so I'm not gonna be available from 6 o'clock on, Monday through Friday.
Oh, really?
From
Yes,
when?
Friday. I
August?
think, yes. It is, I don't think I have my J planner, I think it ends,
6 to 8.
I'm not gonna be available. So we can,
Forward.
I can try to be, I can be available after 3, 4, but I can't be from 6 to 8.
Okay, well,
Okay.
And that is from, that's August 4th through August 29th.
oh, we usually do the fourth week anyways.
What I'm,
Oh,
well,
August 4th to the 29th?
that's,
Yeah.
that's what I said,
Wow.
yeah. Mhm.
That's a lot of Zoom meetings.
Sure is.
Okay, so, but Bill, Mike, you're,
We could do it before,
yeah, no, I'm
I
just,
could
That's
do it
weekdays.
first thing in the morning.
Yeah, first thing in the morning. we could do.
I'm a morning person. I'm
Okay.
already going to the gym, back home by 9 o'clock,
Oh,
walk my
okay.
dog, so.
because you guys aren't in retirement yet.
should
What time is first thing in the morning to you guys?
You don't wanna know.
Yeah, I'm thinking,
Not 5:30.
is 7:30 too early?
Would that work for you?
Or-
That works for me.
That's fine. 7:38,
What day?
any day.
Because you wanted 2 days, didn't you?
I have a friend who's coming out from,
No, you wanted one cemetery one day and the other one the other day?
Probably would work well, cause then, the morning doesn't go too long.
you're right, exactly.
Would we keep it to a half hour or so, just
Agreed.
to,
Yes, good idea.
take a look around?
Yep. Well, I
Okay.
think it'd be more than half, probably an hour.
Hour,
Yeah,
okay.
1 hour. for
So you
each.
pick
So
a day.
Thursdays would work best for me then,
Yeah.
or Friday, Thursday or Friday, if that's okay.
That's okay.
I can't do the 21st, but I can do the 14th or the 28th for Thursdays. I have another appointment
I
at,
can do the 14th.
You wanna start with 8/14 and then plan the next one from there, or?
Yeah,
14th would be for
Thursday.
one of the cemeteries.
Yeah, at 7, you're saying 7:30?
Which one are we going, North Cemetery or South?
Which one would you prefer?
Whatever you think that
Well-
makes the most sense.
Do you think we'd meet with Dillis and Roy by then?
I certainly hope so.
Okay.
Yeah,
Should we
Try to
do,
get it
should we do the
in.
north then?
Yeah.
To
North
look at the
Cemetery.
back
Because that's
lot?
one that seems we have a lot of controversial
Okay.
opinions on.
Yeah. Yeah, we could do that. We could do our back lot and
Yeah.
take a look at the shrubs.
Okay. So
Okay.
that is August the 14th,
That's
which is a
14th
Thursday.
at 7:30.
Perfect.
And then the next one would be,
Then we can.
Well, we could even bump south into September, cause there's nothing compelling there.
Mhm. Yeah.
well, you wouldn't want to do the 28th?
Unless you wanna do the 28th.
Yeah, because September we were meeting here.
Okay. Yeah, I know, it's special in September, but
So
okay.
the- just so
wanna
you know,
do
the 28th is the weekend before,
Oh, yeah,
the
that might be
holiday.
a holiday, huh?
Yeah.
just an FYI.
Are you going away?
I don't know what I'm doing day to day.
I know, that's why I'm agreeing to things, I'll go home and look at
I
the
can,
work
I
calendar.
can admit like
What did I do?
2 weeks in advance, don't
Well,
I?
let's put it on the calendar for now and then you
All
can
right, we
decide.
can do that, we can bump it, cause, south, I think, yeah, okay.
So 7:30 a.m. on the 28th for the South Cemetery.
South Cemetery.
Okay, that's, as long as it's morning, we'll find that out, South Cemetery, okay.
I'm looking for it.
should work.
Okay.
Yep.
Then we'll see who really are the morning people, right?
That's it.
So we just have to post it saying that we're meeting?
Oh, yeah,
there?
yeah, yeah, I'll have to just put an agenda,
Yeah.
meet to review backlot expansion and
Okay.
front shrubs, right?
Okay.
There was something else that I needed to talk about. Missed it.
We'll remember next time.
Yeah,
Something we talked about, I have my notes somewhere.
there's something that we were gonna,
I'm glad that we before I got here.
We got the snack room, thank goodness,
cheese soup.
crackers.
I got myself. Okay, so I wanted to go over stone walls, north and south cemetery. The new Mary we talked about, the grounding the stumps we talked about. Oh, Fitch, the railing on Fitch, is it Fitch?
Fish.
Fish.
Fish area.
Fish
Did you
Street.
get a hold of,
Oh, that's right, Bill McGrath.
Bill McGrath?
That's his name, right?
because that's been
No.
approved
Yeah,
to our board meeting a while ago, and nothing's been done.
yeah.
Oh, we did
That's right, we
say,
had to talk to him.
we were looking for a quote out of Bill, right? We were looking for numbers.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
then
sorry, I
the-
forgot to call him.
And then the electrical for north and south?
That one's frustrating the heck out of me. We have a quote, it's approved, I
Yeah.
have the contractor lined up, right? And 3 or 4 times, yep, I'll get there next week, and
Can
next
we
week
find
becomes
another
next
con-
week, and then it becomes next week.
Can we find another contractor?
We can, probably be a lot more price, but
Well,
I can, I'll give him another shot. I tell him
Yeah.
this is it, otherwise we're dropping you.
yeah,
Yeah.
who is it that we're,
You want me
You
to
don't wanna
say
say
it?
It's okay.
WMD Electric.
I don't know who they are.
I don't know.
Okay.
Okay,
MWD, it's what? I don't know if I got the initials
There's
right.
so many electricians now.
yeah, those are the
Zillion of
two,
them.
Yeah.
those are the two things now I remember I want to talk to you about. Okay. Ready to
Alright.
adjourn?
All set?
All set?
Can I get a motion to adjourn?
A second dimension.
Make a motion to adjourn at 7:45 PM.
Second, all in favor?
Aye.